Buenos días, Marta Hurtado de la agencia EFE. Voy a hacerlo en inglés por respeto a mis colegas. This last night has been a little bit hectic for all Latin America regarding President Morales' landing in Vienna. He asked for the solidarity of the all Latin American countries. He said it was an aggression to Latin America. What do you think about all what happened? And if you agree with him about this definition of what happened was aggression to Latin America? And if I may, so I'll leave the others for the question regarding the discussions that restarted on Monday with the government and the Las FARC. Las FARC are asking for postponing the elections. Your government already said no, but why no? Why you are not accepting this petition? Thank you.
Okay. Regarding the first question, I'll be very frank and candid with you. I was just informed about what happened. I had arrived 1 hour and a half ago, 10.5-hour flight, and I have no particular information of what is happening, so it would be irresponsible from my part to give any comment on this first issue, because I really don't know the facts, and I don't like to speak when I don't know the facts. Regarding the second question, why do I say no to postponing the elections? I have said since the very beginning that I would never change the law in my benefit. This is something that is a matter of principle for me. And postponing the election would mean to extend my mandate. And that means that I would benefit from such a change. And for me, this is absolutely out of the question. I don't see why we need to extend the period or postpone elections if there is sufficient political will. We can achieve an agreement by the end of this year. I've been saying this for many months. I will repeat it. We are more than willing to advance as fast as possible. In the first months of the negotiations, when there was a will to advance, we advanced substantially. And if there is this will, we can finish the agreement by the end of this year.
Next question.
From Reuters, Señor Presidente. The FARC are asking for the ELN to be included in the talks. I gather you have already said you're not in favor of that idea. Is it possible that you might rethink in order to give an extra impulse to the talks in Havana?
No, I've said I am in favor of starting a negotiation with the ELN. I've said that many times. They know that. But we have some difficulties if they don't move in the right direction. And one of those moves is by liberating a Canadian that they have kidnapped. And this is something that I've said publicly. We need that Canadian free in order to start these talks with the ELN. But the will of the Colombian government, my will, is there. And of course, if we are seeking peace with the FARC, we would like to have peace with the ELN.
I believe what you have said you're opposed to is talks with the ELN and the FARC on one side of the table and the government on the other side. And well, that seems to be what the FARC are asking for now.
No, FARC has not asked for that. They simply made a statement, and I read the statement saying that they wanted to have peace, both of them, which I welcome. This is, I think, a good step forward, but we have not discussed, they have not proposed, and we have not mentioned the procedural aspect of if this would be a separate table or the same table. I would imagine that for practical purposes, it would be better to have two separate tables.
Next question.
Tom Miles, also from Reuters. I appreciate you don't want to talk about the situation with the Bolivian president's plane, but I want to ask, there are reports that Ecuador has requested an emergency meeting of UNASUR heads of state over this situation. Have you heard about this? Can you confirm this? Would you support this?
I have not been called to any meeting, and I don't know of that my government or my Minister of Foreign Affairs has been contacted for a meeting of UNASUR for this purpose.
Maritza.
Hola, ya. Decía usted que uno de los temas que dificultaba el diálogo con el ELN era el tema de los rehenes que tenía, de los secuestrados. Un soldado, tal vez, y un ciudadano extranjero. El hecho de que ellos liberen esos podría facilitar el diálogo, que se sienten también en la mesa con las FARC. Y la otra pregunta es, en el discurso que usted acaba de dar, pidió el apoyo de la comunidad internacional. ¿Qué significa eso?
Lo que he dicho sobre el ELN es que nosotros sí estamos interesados en iniciar un proceso con ellos, pero así como lo hicimos con las FARC, nosotros creemos que unas indicaciones, unos gestos por parte del ELN en la dirección correcta, como sería la liberación del secuestrado canadiense que tienen, es necesario para que podamos iniciar ese proceso. En cuanto a la segunda pregunta, que era
el apoyo de la comunidad internacional.
sobre el discurso que, en resumidas cuentas, que buscaba, ¿cuál es el mensaje? Nosotros, Colombia, está promoviendo el desarrollo sostenible, los objetivos de desarrollo sostenible. Para ese desarrollo sostenible es necesario ser efectivos en la lucha contra la pobreza, en la lucha contra la exclusión. Ahí hay nuevas formas de medir la pobreza, nuevas formas de combatir la pobreza, formas más efectivas. Lo estamos poniendo en práctica en el caso colombiano. Hay otros países, México también. Es un enfoque multidimensional. Es decir, no es solamente medir la pobreza por la cantidad de ingresos que la gente recibe, sino medir la pobreza por los factores efectivos de acceso a servicios tan básicos como la salud, la educación, vivienda, que es lo que realmente determina si hay o no pobreza. Y que no son incompatibles los objetivos del milenio con los objetivos de desarrollo sostenible, y que a partir del 2015 podemos tener una nueva agenda si nos ponemos de acuerdo en esos objetivos de desarrollo sostenible. Y al mismo tiempo dije que para que todo esto sea posible en aquellas regiones, en aquellos países donde no hay paz, pues hay que hacer un esfuerzo por encontrar la paz, como la estamos haciendo en mi país. Nosotros estamos buscando la forma de llegar a esa paz. Por eso iniciamos las conversaciones con las FARC, ojalá podamos iniciarlas con el ELN, porque la seguridad de la paz es un requisito indispensable para poder avanzar efectivamente en los objetivos de desarrollo, en el caso nuestro, de desarrollo sostenible, y que agradecíamos el apoyo que hemos mantenido, que hemos recibido de la comunidad internacional, porque ha sido así. Hay una especie de unanimidad, y así lo hemos recibido por parte de la comunidad internacional, en apoyo al proceso que hemos iniciado. Eso lo agradezco, creo que es necesario para nosotros, y por eso no solamente lo agradecí, sino pedí que se mantuviera y si se puede, se multiplicara.
Next question.
Gracias. Gabriela Sotomayor, Agencia Mexicana de Noticias, Notimex. En representación de la Asociación de Corresponsales en Ginebra, le queremos dar las gracias por darnos esta conferencia de prensa y por cortesía a mis compañeros voy a hacer mi pregunta en inglés. Could you talk about relations between Mexico and Colombia right now, especially against organized crime, and if you have some steps to follow now?
I could probably say that the relations between Mexico and Colombia are in their best level ever. I have a personal friendship with the Mexican president. We are now part of a group which has been very successful, the Alliance for the Pacific, with Chile and with Peru. As a matter of fact, this past weekend, the Minister of Foreign Affairs and the Minister of Trade of the 4 countries were together in Colombia, finishing some negotiations on for making this alliance more successful. We have advanced in 2 years more than any other integration process in the history of Latin America, and we have the will to continue advancing. In terms of the bilateral relations with Mexico, of course, we have many issues. One of them is the one you mentioned, our common interest to fight organized crime. There we have a very close collaboration, not as of now. So it's been many years that we have been having this collaboration. Organized crime and drug trafficking is an international problem, it's a global problem, and it needs an international and a global response. And the more countries collaborate, the more effective we will be. And we have learned that in the case of Mexico and Colombia. And that's why this collaboration will not only be sustained, but will probably increase.
I would like to announce the last question.
Going to a lighter subject, you are going to go tomorrow to Lausanne to promote Medellin. What does it have Medellin that Glasgow and Buenos Aires done?
What is it? Yes, I'm going right now to Lausanne. We are struggling to get to be the host of the Youth Olympic Games in the year 2018. Medellin is a marvelous city that has changed dramatically from some years ago when it was in the front pages of every magazine or every newspaper as the capital of crime, of kidnapping, of drug trafficking. Today, it's 180 degrees different in the sense that today it just won the city, the most innovative city of the whole world. We beat Tel Aviv in New York. It's a city that is, as the country is, booming. Security has improved tremendously, and we think we deserve to be host for that very important sports event. We are in the final 3, and I'm going to pitch for my city and my country to see if we get the nomination or if we get the prize. And I hope I will go back to Colombia the day after tomorrow with that prize in my suitcase.